Hey guys, how you doing? So, as you can see, I've got a guest. And because you guys stay stalking my whole entire life about my twin, I decided what better way to kick off my podcast, the Champagne Room with Ms. Curvy Lala, than having a Q&A with my sister so that you guys can get to know a little or a lot more about us actually. To start off with, I'll give you a little, trivia. My real name is Lindelwe and her name is Nkanyezi, and that means star, mine means waited for, and together our names, or the meaning behind our names, is the star lit up for the one who is waited for, because Nkanyezi was born first and I was born 2 minutes after. Lala comes from the fact that when we were young, we didn't know how to pronounce each other's names, so we both called each other Lala. Somehow I managed to learn her name, and she just didn't stop calling me Lala, and my family continued to call me Lala. So that's the story behind that. That's why everybody calls me Lala. So let's start the Q&A. How you doing? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Naughty. Happy birthday. Okay, so who is better with kids?
I think we both are.
Yeah.
I think we're both great. We've got different qualities. I'm the auntie who's a lot more
You're like
playful.
a good time.
Yes,
Yeah.
good time.
Yeah.
I'll play with you. Nkanyezi is more the motherly nurture. She's not boring, but she knows how to. She's also got discipline within.
Okay. Who's the better cook? Okay, Lala, you cook more than I do. You absolutely
that's not the
cook more
question.
than I do. You cook more than I do, and you cook nice food.
I'm the better
But-
cook.
No.
I'm the better cook.
I have my strengths. That's all
Kanyezi
I'm
has
gonna
her
say.
strengths. She does definitely have
Yeah,
some
no, in all fairness, Lala
signatures.
is like hands
dishes,
down.
but,
She's a better cook. Yeah, I just okay. Who is more sociable? I think obviously, but it's a different kind of sociable.
Yeah.
You're the more extroverted. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm the more introverted. Hello. You
Yeah.
know, so it's that
Yeah.
kind of, not to say I'm boring, but yeah, just a different kind of sociable. I think.
Definitely.
Okay. Who is more likely to stay in bed and read? I mean, obviously, you know, it's what I do, so yeah. Who is the more bratty child?
Okay, in fairness, I was the last born, even though we're twins. My family treated me like the baby of the family. And because I was the baby, I got away with a lot more, still do, than my sisters. And as a result, I just became bratty. I pushed my boundaries. But it was never that awful bratty. My parents were also
Yeah.
disciplinarians.
Yeah.
It was never the awful bratty. It was I would push.
Push boundaries.
Definitely.
That's it. Yeah. Okay, and who's more likely to teach parents Rachi slang? Lala is. How I discovered this was our mom used a word. I think she said thoughts or something like
Yeah,
that.
thotting and bopping.
And I was like, where did you get that from? And she was like, no, Lala taught me. And I was like, Lala.
The way I see it is like, these streets is cold, mama, and you have to know what you're dealing with. You need to know the game. Like, you
Yeah.
need to know if the streets call your name, you need to know the game. You need to know how to be here. You need to know how to get yourself in and out of things. So I teach her about thotting and bopping, these hoses, hella, ratchy.
Twerk.
I showed her how to twerk.
Yeah. And nice. But yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
innocent. It's yeah. She's informing them. She's keeping them informed.
They need to know the ting ting.
Who is more punctual? I think we both are.
We were both taught that it's
Yeah.
very important to respect each other's time. Well, not just
And
each
other
other's time, other
people's,
people's
yeah,
time, sorry.
yeah.
And just, it's also an indication of self-respect. Like, you can't be that person who, when people are waiting on you or you've committed to something, yes. So we both are.
Yeah. Okay, who has a sweet tooth? Both of us. We are our father's daughters through and through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, who was a snitch growing up? I don't. Please, Lala.
Kearney, I'll take this then.
Okay.
Nkanyezi was the snitch growing up. Nkanyezi was that well-mannered, put together, non-problematic child, and as a result, information somehow used to travel back to our parents, and
I
Nkanyezi
was a
a snitch.
survivor. I was a survivor growing
She was
up.
a snitch.
I was a survivor.
Yeah. Couldn't do nothing.
I was a survivor. Okay. Who was the bossy child and the most protective? Oh, Lala, hands down.
Definitely.
Hands down.
My sister now, this personality you're seeing has been like in the making. When we were much younger, my sister didn't talk much. She was,
just very quiet and a lot more introverted than I am now.
And people used to try her. Heifer lumps used to try her. And so I felt it was my position, my place to protect my sister, which I did. I never used to. In fact, what I used to do in primary school was I'd send messages through the different classes, like to like tell so and so that at break time they must meet me at
on the playground.
On the playground,
Cheers.
It's going down.
Cheers,
it's popping.
Thank you. Okay, and
I'm still about to tings with my sister. I don't know how to fight, but we'll make a plan. Yeah. I do not play about my twin.
Yeah.
Don't try it. I'll knock some teeth loose.
I won't do that, but we'll have some words, some serious words.
Or maybe I have to get goons. I have to make goon friends and get the goons to deal. No, please.
Okay.
That's
Next
not who
question.
I am.
You're not
No.
at all. Who is most likely to go back for seconds?
Both of us.
Oh yeah.
We're shabalalas through and
Hands
through. We
down,
do not play about our food. You guys have seen my gut, my thighs, my arms. Like that's food.
Yeah.
That's food. That's food.
You've never seen those parts of my anatomy, but I promise you now I go back for seconds. Oxtail, pasta, lasagna, come on. I will go back for seconds.
Seafood, hot chips.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, you're seafood.
Goodness.
I'm allergic.
Your bread.
Yeah. Oh.
That's her thing. She be about that bread.
And it's like that really nice, like baker's sort of that fresh loaf or that like baguette or the. Oh, okay.
She was living the best life in Paris.
Yeah. No, stop. Okay. Who's more likely to end up abroad? Again, both of us. Yeah. I think we have our different cities, but we definitely end up. I see us both being abroad.
Definitely. We're very career orientated and driven, and if being in a particular country would be of benefit to us, we would go. No questions about it.
Yeah. Okay, and who is likeliest to succeed? Again,
both of us.
We have our strengths. I think we know now what they are, and we play to them. I think my industry is very different from yours.
Yes.
But they do overlap in a way.
Yes.
I'm more the behind the scenes, and you are, in front of camera, and it just works perfectly.
Yes.
Who is likely to marry first and an older man? I thought you would be the one to marry first at some point, but yeah, I think that now
you just never know. God may have prepared Nkanyezi's husband before mine, and I'm okay with that. When it comes to age, I think we both like older men. I just think Nkanyezi would probably go older than me, but I also like older guys.
I like mature people.
You like very mature people.
I've always been labeled as the old soul. Yeah. So that's my.
I'm like a 32-year-old who could date a man who's maybe like 45. Kanyezi is like the 32-year-old who could date a man who's like 50.
Yeah, but not in like in a creepy.
No, not in a creepy.
Kind of no, not like that. No. Yeah. Okay. In a crazy situation, who's more likely to cooperate with the feds? Lala, you make me sound like this awful person who never has your back, and that's not the truth.
Miami?
It's not okay. That's not the truth. One, we were young. Two, you know what my thing is?
She sang like a canary. I almost went to prison. I think you guys should know that. And she sat there like what she was doing was normal. And I was looking at her with tears in my eyes like, did you just tell what I did?
It wasn't like that. No, the truth of the matter is I'm a terrible liar, especially under pressure. And I think the more... It's said in a crazy situation. And for me, look, if somebody died, somebody's in hospital, somebody's been kidnapped. Sorry, but yeah. I'm going to tell.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell. I can't.
I think I would probably tell involuntarily. I'm the type of person who I'm not the best of liars. And also, I'm the type who when you're like, don't look, but there's
Don't ever put Lala in that situation because 10 times out of 10
I'm looking and my face, I don't have a poker face. That's my thing. I can tell, like, everybody says we know how Lala feels just by looking at her face. Yeah. If something's weird, I'm the one who's like, if something is funny, if something is just not, my face gives it away. So I would probably snitch, but not on purpose, whereas...
No. Oh, I told you. I told you.
Would be on purpose, yeah.
Death, injury, kidnapping. You're going to prison. Okay. Who's likely to confront her twins' cheating boyfriend? Both of us.
Both of us?
In very different ways.
Absolutely. I'm the type who I'm hooting and hollering. I will be that girl who's acting like you're my husband and you cheated on me. I'm taking my heels off and chasing you. If I need to, I'm leaning in your car, screaming at the girl as well, crying as if I've been cheated on. Whereas I feel like Nkanyezi is more the calmly walking over and saying, you tell Lala or I will. It's as simple as that.
Exactly.
She's not about the ting-ting and the mess. I'm all about the ting-ting and the mess.
No. See, in my mind, it's like save your energy for the actual conflict.
I
like
got plenty.
coming clean. So
I got plenty.
yeah, no, I'm all about energy saving, guys. Okay. Who's more likely to keep money they randomly find? I can't.
No, can't.
No, I have such a guilty conscience. On top of that, I have such an active imagination because I'm a reader. In my mind, it's like, I don't know, the Yakuza are coming to fetch their spare change.
Yeah.
You know, somebody's
Yeah.
coming to collect. But, you know, I think even morally, it's wrong. I would never,
Same.
I'd never keep money that...
My issue is my anxiety, and I cannot with them
Yeah.
looking over my shoulder and worrying about who, like, somebody knows that money's missing.
Of course.
Best to
of
believe
course.
somebody's coming to
Yeah,
look.
Yeah.
So I'm the type who, if I see a bag and there's money in it, I'm more likely to just leave the money there.
Yeah, just pretend I didn't see it.
Didn't see
actually.
it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, who's likely to marry for money?
Both of us.
Yeah.
We were raised that way. We were taught that it's important to understand levels. One thing I like about my parents is that from the jump, and this was both of them, that it's important for you as a woman to have your own, and that's why they've always pushed us to work hard and be successful and pursue careers as opposed to men and marriage, which is not a bad thing, but that wasn't what they emphasized.
Yeah.
But they also let us know there's levels. We do come from a prominent family, and for them, they were very clear, like, there's levels to this game. And that was a conversation on my mom's side of the family and on my dad, like, you guys need to know that there's levels. And
I think at the same time, like, you should marry for, you know, a lot of things, love, but also financial
Stability.
security. And at the same time, though, I think you need to be both reasonable and realistic.
Definitely.
Because, like, that's a
And
different
both come to the
conversation.
table something.
That's a conversation for another day, but I
Yeah.
think that, you know, as everyone, men and women, or women and women, or men and men, you have to be realistic. Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay. Who's likeliest to be scammed?
Me. I've been scammed before, and I get naive. My dad used to say to me, like, it's sometimes like my head is in the clouds. Unfortunately, I'm very trusting, and my sister has that very strong intuition. My sister's able to sense things and people coming a mile away, whereas I'm like, no, this person cool, they're cool. And before you know it, I've been scammed, and that's what that is.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. You've learned. Who's more likely to panic? I think, again...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, my panic is different. When I was younger, I could never... Like, even now, I don't have that high-pitched scream.
Yeah.
I was always like, help, ah! Now, I'm more like...
Yeah.
I freeze. Like, if something
completely,
freaks me out, I'm like...
I think when it's really bad, she'll be like, oh my gosh, can you see? And then I know,
Yeah.
okay, excuse me,
Yeah,
I
she's
need to,
freaking.
I need to do something. But no, I think I'm a problem solver automatically.
Yes.
I'm like, right, who we phoning?
Yes.
What's happening? Kind
How
of.
we gonna get around this? Yeah.
Excuse me, sure. Your bubbles are crazy.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Who's likely to laugh in a very serious moment? Definitely Lala.
Definitely.
I think they're just those people who they have to. That's how they process any sort of situation. I go quiet, and I think that people think I'm angry because I do. I have my grandfather's face. Like, it's not a resting bitch face, but I have a very sort of calm. You don't even know. You can't read it. You don't know what's going on inside. But I think that you are. That's just how some people process. And there's nothing wrong with it.
Of course.
What's your dream wedding?
That's a good question. I think my dream wedding would definitely, I've always said I want luxury, like luxury on another level. I think in Nkanyezi, I was so blessed and fortunate enough to travel a lot. And I actually am so shocked when I think about the places we went to, the things we got to experience. I've always just thought it's a luxury. So if I'm going to put my finger on it, let's just say probably in a place like Dubai, on a rooftop somewhere where there's views for days. There's luxury and opulence everywhere. People are dressed to the nines. And I'm probably with my West African husband who's also got it popping and on, and we're just living our best lives. And somehow we've worked my dad, because he passed away. We found a way to kind of incorporate him into the wedding. And mine is going to be, one thing I do know for sure is mine is going to be a very big celebration. I'm all about the drinking, champagne, fountains. Let's get turned all the way up and party. What would be your dream
I
wedding?
think that mine it's not like that. I'm a much more sort of calm, my idea of a good time is having someone over for dinner or a group of people going out. You run up quite a bill, but you're having food and drink and you're having a good time. So I think my wedding would be something very classy, very elegant, very traditional. I was looking at this one wedding, although like TBC, but they had it in a castle, and they just decorated it so it didn't look very sort of old kitsch and like gaudy and Buckingham Palace, not at all. But it had this very sort of it was mixing the old fashioned with very sort of contemporary style and decor. So I think that's more my vibe. Yeah. Okay, so where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I just see my career popping.
Yeah.
I have said to myself, promised myself, like, as far as kids and husband, I'm going to really trust the process and trust God, continue to pray for it. I'm not one of those people who's like, God's going to give me my husband, but I do believe that he has to have a very big hand in it for it to work.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hold on to that answer, like in terms of the partner, and continue to pray for it and let that be between God and I. But in terms of career, I see myself a lot further in my career, doing a lot more motivational speaking, traveling, having, a show, this, that, and the other. Yeah, like doing my thing.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah. No, likewise, doing my thing completely. And I think it's also I don't see myself working for anyone.
Yeah.
I'll very much be in
Doing
my
your
own thing, established, it be running and it be on, and, I'd be making money like that and doing other things. And, a lot more sort of collaborations between you and I, because we do, like I was saying earlier, we work in different industries, but they cross, paths quite often. And, so very, very sort of doing my own thing, successful, of course. But God willing, hey? And then last one is name 5 things you love about your twin.
I'll go first. I love the fact that Nkanyezi is very respectful. I love the fact that she's very nurturing. Nkanyezi is a truth teller, but she's the type of person who's going to tell you the truth, even if it hurts, but she's going to give it to you in a very sensitive, but I've got to tough love you here. I love the fact that she motivates me so much. Nkanyezi is the one who's like, oh, you could be doing this, Lala, get on top of this, Lala, do this. She looks out for me in terms of the industry. And Nkanyezi really is my best friend. She's the person who...
my baby.
She is the person who I tell a lot of... Please don't... Are you crying?
No, of course not.
She's the person who I tell a lot of my stuff to, and I know that there's no judgment, there's love, there's respect, and you really are my best friend.
Well, you're my best friend, Naughty. What I love about Lala is her personality. She's very outgoing, and often she's she says what I'm thinking, in the sense that in any situation, Lala would voice exactly what's on my mind. So I've always admired that about her. She's a real go-getter. There's nothing that Lala can't do, or if she puts her mind to, doesn't end up doing. I've seen that with your fashion, just with your entire brand, etc. So I think that's amazing. Her personality and her sense of humor. There is no one as funny as my sister, and I'm not just saying that. We laugh all the time, and we laugh at random things. And so I think your personality and your sense of humor is awesome. I think that you're also extremely loving. You have such a big heart. You have all the time in the world for all kinds of people, and you're really trying to get people's stories. You don't have this, I have a no-nonsense filter, and my levels are from 1 to 5, whereas Lala's 1 to 150. You're so forgiving, you're just very loving. And I think the last thing is that I see so much of Dad in you. And then, don't cry, because I'll cry. So just a very sort of loving, nurturing, caring, and I'm gonna cry. cry.
I'm sorry. Okay.
And then, yeah, just I see so much of my dad in Lala. It's crazy, but yeah, it's something I love about her very much.
Ka-ching, ka-ching. That's our Q&A.
Cheers, babe.
I'm so glad you guys got to learn more about my twin and I. Love, love, love. And stay tuned because I'm going to be bringing her back for a lot more. And thank you for watching my first episode of the Champagne Room with Miss Curvy Lala. It's not going to be this formal in the future, but this was the intro episode. Love you guys.
Bye.